My niece moved for this sister I got asked her, I'm going to give me a Mexican woman. I'm going back quiet.
Hello, truckers, drivers, and adventurers. I am the KILR Awesome Trucker, and shh, I'm talking. And we're really on the East Coast. We're in Mount Pleasant, but it's right next to it's next to Charleston, South Carolina. Shh. Quiet. Doing a show here. Yes, Charleston, South Carolina, right on the coast. I hope you enjoyed that little drive. Got to see some really cool things. You know, the cranes, the little cargo containers from the ships. There was a freight ship off to the side over one of the rivers we went over. Not sure if it recorded or not, but I could see it over there. So, yeah. Went ahead and dropped the empty. Had a little bit of trouble getting that release arm out. I just had to kind of back it a little, move it forward a little bit with the parking brake on. Oh, that doesn't make sense because I have the hose hooked up. But the landing gear's down. So basically just kind of very gently, just jiggle it just a little bit. The automatic fifth wheel still didn't come out, but I was able to actually pull it out manually. So, all right, we got to find our trailer. So let's go ahead and do that.
Yeah, yeah, fresh, yeah, yeah. One time, oh yeah, battle me if you dare. Yeah. Sucker MCs beware. Yeah. Line after line, I swear. Up in the air. Yeah. Yes, check the rhymes, check the beat. Got what you need, what you need, what you need. Hey, what you need, what you need, what you need. Hey, I got what you need, what you need, what you need. Cause I'm fresh to death, yeah, I'm funky. It was all a dream back in the day. Now it's all so real around my way. Paying bills with my rhyme skills, can you see? Up the hills, car thrills, so much luxury. Yes, check the rhymes, check the beat. Got what you need, what you need, what you need. Hey, what you need, what you need, what you need. Hey, I got what you need, what you need, what you need. Cause I'm fresh to death, yeah, I'm funky. Rise I claim all this fame and the right to destroy your name. Drained in the fire, never gonna stop. Hand over fist, fought my way to the top. I break it down. Cut it up. Got what you need, what you need, what you need. Hey, what you need, what you need, what you need. Hey, I got what you need, what you need, what you need. Cause I'm fresh to death, yeah, I'm funky. My DJ cut it up one time. My posse put their hands up high. I serve you with the funky rhymes. Let me serve you with the funky rhymes. I break it down. Cut it up. Got what you need, what you need, what you need. Hey, what you need, what you need, what you need. Hey, I got what you need, what you need, what you need. Cause I'm fresh to death, yeah, I'm funky. Give me your beat, I break it down. Hip hop don't stop, here is the sound. Fresh is the word, up what you heard. My rhyme's so dope, it's red alert. Yes, check the rhymes, check the beat.
Know my name,
Yeah.
and I'm already there. You don't need to write it in the sky, baby.
You know it.
Know my name, and I'm already there.
Right.
You don't need to write it in the sky, baby.
I'm a hustler by nature, it's in my blood. Steady chasing this paper and rolling dubs, so my money never out of sight. And I'm all swagged up with a red and green stripes. They want that top drop music out, windows down, G's up.
Know my name,
Yeah.
and I'm already there. You don't need to write it in the sky, baby.
You know it.
Know my name, and
out-of-town flights. Yeah, seems like I must have done something right. Like I'm on the block, people on my product waiting in the line, and now it's all sold out. They want that top drop music out, windows down, G's up.
Got what you need, what you need, what you need. Hey, what you need, what you need, what you need. Hey, got what you need, what you need, what you need. Cause I'm fresh to death, yeah, I'm funky. Smooth operator, dope innovator, iceberg, the rhyme gladiator. Yes, check the rhymes, check the beat, no defeat, style complete, harder than concrete. Got what you need, what you need, what you need. Hey, what you need, what you need, what you need. Hey, got what you need, what you need, what you need. Cause I'm fresh to death,
You know it.
yeah, I'm funky. Got what you need, what you need, what you need. Hey, what you need, what you need, what you need. Hey, got what you need, what you need, what you need. Cause I'm fresh to death, yeah.
Holy crap, it's warm. Well, at least when you're in the sun. Alright. I gotta move the tandems. The weight is like around 18,000, so... Oh, you know what? We can just slide them all the way forward. I got my L call ready, but I don't have the paperwork, so I'm gonna wait until the paperwork is done, or until I get it. Finish everything up, and then go ahead and send the macro. Now, just in case, I put it on my phone as well as the Zonar. I'll send it through the Zonar, but if it fails, at least I have it on the phone. So that way you don't have to sit there and type it all over again, because that's freaking annoying. Alright, let's do this.
go straight ahead and then enter the highway Interstate 995 US minus 15 US minus 301.
Why is it when I'm about to talk, I'm always interrupted? Had to make a quick pit stop, so gonna get back on the road. We won't do any POV drives. We've been down this way before, so got a fuel stop at Love's in Dunn, North Carolina, so I'll meet you there. Okay, we are here at our fuel stop at Love's. You can see it there in the background. Okay, the one here in Dunn, North Carolina, it's confusing as far as where to go in, because all the other Loves that I've been to, it's like the first entrance is for cars. The second one is for trucks. Sometimes there's one, sometimes there's two. This one here, the first one, there are cars, but that was the entrance for trucks too. Because I went to the second one and it said exit only. I'm like, well, crap. But I did see a business with a large enough pavement thing where I was able to make go in and U-turn around. So, but yeah, it was ridiculous. All right, I'm gonna fill up, and I will meet you there at the Swift Richmond terminal in Virginia. Okay, this is poorly designed. Look at this crap. How the hell is a truck supposed to get around that? Oh my goodness, this is stupid. Okay, Love's in Dunn, North Carolina. Fix this. Come on. I'm trying to find a place to go park. Well, North Carolina must not like truckers very much. Because I came across 3 rest stops. 2 of them had a sign that said no overnight parking. And that was from the street. Or sorry, from the freeway, from the interstate, where it would say rest stop in 1 mile, and in a white sign that was on top on one of them, underneath on another, no overnight parking. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. So it was like, first one was like 13 miles away. I get there and I see no overnight parking. I'm like, so I drive to the next one, which is like an hour away. Same thing. And then close to the Virginia border is another rest stop. On going southbound, and I think I stopped there. I think that's where the Love sign was at. Going southbound, there's a spot for trucks. Going northbound, no trucks. It's cars only. So I get through that, I'm like, time's running out. Finally, about like 8-9 miles past the border into Virginia is a little town city called Skippers, Virginia. And I came to a Love's truck stop. There were a few parking spots that were still left, so I managed to get parked in here. And I just wanted to get parked, so I parked this thing like a pro. I'm just, I was a man with a mission. I was a man with a mission. I was like, damn, I'm getting my parking spot. I got myself set up. I started backing in. Started wiggling the truck back around. I did like maybe 1 pull up to kind of straighten things out. Backed up. There was a trash can back there. So I got out. I did a goal. Got out and looked. Saw it. Counted my feet to that trash can. It was like 7 feet. So I'm like, okay, 6 feet. So I took my glove, went 6 feet from the side of my mirror, dropped my glove, backed up to that 6 foot mark. Got out, looked again, like the bumper's like really close to the trash can back there, and I'm like, yeah. Didn't hit it. I'm like, yeah, man. I got this. Jeez. Oh, and I had like 30 minutes left on my clock. I'm telling you, man. I wish I had that on video, but you would have only seen it from the window. Man, if I could have set up a tripod out there, yeah, you all might have been impressed. I just like, just back up. I backed this damn truck and trailer up like it was nothing. Like I said, man, I was like a man with a mission. I'm getting that damn thing in there. Jeez. Yeah, I'm like, got tears coming out of my eyes and stuff. Anyway, I'm so emotional because I made it. No. Oh, man. It was just crazy. It was just weird. But I think I mentioned, maybe I didn't, but after 3 months of doing this solo, everything just clicked in my head, and it just all started to make sense. And there was a comment on one of the videos, one of the previous videos, stating, hey, you should be looking at all these different places to park as an opportunity and stuff like that. And actually, I do see it that way now. I don't see it as a practice field, because to me, if you're practicing, you make mistakes. So don't want to do that. Don't want to go someplace and say, oh, well, this is I'm just practicing, and boom, hit something. No, that's not it at all. However, these places that I go to, so far the loads over here have been great. The planners have been hooking me up really, really nice. And it's just been from big distribution centers. Or in this case, for this load, it was out of Port Charleston. Too bad it wasn't like really close to the boats or something. That would have been really neat. But yeah, now I just see it as a challenge. It's like, kind of like a puzzle. It's more like a puzzle. I don't see it as an opportunity to practice. I'm seeing it as a puzzle, kind of like a game, right? You've got a game. I don't want people to think, oh, you think this driving's a game, huh? It's not a game. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, and you gamers, you understand this, that you've got certain challenges, right? Doesn't matter what game it is, but there may be a challenge. It's kind of like a puzzle. And so you kind of study it, and you're like, okay, what's the solution here? What can I do? What can I do to finish that challenge? And try to get as much points as I can, right? Hey, American and Euro Truck Simulator is like that. Especially if you do the where do you want it option, right? It's kind of like a puzzle. It shows you, well, we want it right there. And you're looking at that and you're like, okay, how am I going to get it in there? So it's like, am I going to go around this way? Am I going to back it in this way? Am I making a U-turn around here? Or how am I going to do this? And that's how I've been looking at this now. It's kind of like a puzzle. See what kind of solution I can come up with. And I've had those, that one accident, that one incident. So I know what my options are. And I know that if I think that, and see, now it's not so much giving up. Now it's more like I look at something and say, okay, let me try this. Or I may say, no, this is not going to work. This is not going to work. But I could do this. And if it's taking a little too long, I was beginning to wonder at that port, but I did get it parked in there pretty decently, but they were just moving so fast that if someone say, hey man, you're like in the way, I mean, you got to get this in there like right now. I'm like, well, look, I'm going to get it in there safely. No, you got to get in right now. I was like, and if it was like a yard dog, I would say, okay, look, why don't I just drop the trailer here and you can go ahead and move it in there real quick. Because I'm not going to rush and hit something. So I know my options. If I'm pushed up against a wall, then I know, okay, look, there's a yard dog here. They move trailers all the time. So just go ahead and have them do it. It's not giving up. It's taking a stance against being rushed or pushed or bullied. Because you don't want to be pushed or bullied and then wind up hitting something, hitting a truck, hitting a wall, and then you're like, dang, it's like, look what you made me do, You know what I mean? Because you feel pressured or bullied, maybe not to get out and look, and you're just like, okay, I think I'm okay, you're wiggling back and then boom, and you're like, ah. So, remember your training, right? And maybe some of the things that you picked up with your mentor, and maybe some things that you developed on your own, and and be consistent and always do that. But as someone, and take your time, and as someone rushes you, and they're just impatient and they're really getting on your nerves, if it's another trucker, screw them. They can wait. They can wait. But if you're at a receiver or a shipper, and it's someone that works there, so you got to get this in here. You're blocking the way. You're holding up traffic or whatever the case is. You can say, hey, look, I'm trying to get this in here as quickly as I can, as quickly and as safely as I can. I'm sorry if it's not fast enough. Why don't I go ahead and just drop it here, and one of your yard dogs can come and get it in there. You have an option. Don't let someone push and bully you. And I don't see that as giving up. I see that as like what I was saying earlier. You're looking for solutions to a puzzle, right? So if you're being pushed and bullied, well, the solution is not to just rush it and get it in there. Well, you might. Might get lucky. You might get it in there. Man, done. And then, you might hit something. And you're like, damn. So, in the case here where I backed this up, there's a truck over here, but there's not a truck over here. If there was a truck over here, I would have taken a little bit more time. But since there wasn't, I'm just like, get it back in there, and then I was done. But had there been another truck over here, I definitely would have. I would have gotten out a few extra times to make sure that the back of the trailer wasn't going to hit it or something. But yeah, so I hope that helps for those of you just curious, or those of you getting into trucking. And if you've seen some of my older videos where my confidence was a bit shaken, some of that was due to inexperience and confidence going down because of the 2 accidents, and then a driver leader that is making me feel bad, and you better not get another one, you better not get another one.
Are you sure you want to do this? Maybe you're just not cut out for trucking.
Yet, you know, that doesn't help. Anyone who is getting into this business and, you know, really wants to do the best that they can, if you got a driver leader that is like tearing you down, that's not good. That's not helpful. And man, getting off that person's team was the best thing to happen to me. And I wind up getting assigned to someone, you know, who was having open heart surgery. So I practically had no driver leader. And it was the best thing that happened to me. Absolute best thing that happened to me. I just decided to figure everything out on my own, because I'm a resourceful person. I can figure things out on my own. And I could have done that before I realized that, but I think I had to come to the realization that these folks aren't going to be any help to me. Because whenever I contacted them to try to get some help,
Well, did you get out and look?
no, I'm on the freeway, stupid. I'm not saying that happened. But you get what I'm talking about, right? You know, I was driving. I ran over a curb and, you know, my tires busted. Would you get out and look? No, I was in traffic. I was going over a curb. Yeah, you know, it's kind of like stop that intersection. You know, hold on, everyone. Let me get out and look. That's what I mean. I mean, the driver leader team was just not helpful. You know,
Get out and look. Be slow, be safe.
oh yeah, that's helpful, sure. Or this one guy, you know,
Welcome to trucking.
thanks, appreciate it. Oh, but yeah, and I feel really good. I gotta tell you, folks, my confidence is just skyrocket at an all-time high. Just being where I am right now. I had talked to my mentor, and he was excited. He was excited for me. He's like, man, you're a professional truck driver now. Because I earned all of my bonuses. I earned my bonus for my gas mileage, no accidents, no points for the safety thing. I don't mean the accident, the incident, not that, but like the regular smart camera thing, 0 points. And productivity. I accomplished a certain amount of miles, so I've got that, and then I hit like level 1. There's like level 1 and level 2, and I hit level 1. I don't think I'll hit level 2, but I might hit it next month, which would be February. By the time I get this episode done, it's probably will be December or something. I'm trying to work on these episodes as quick as I can and get you folks caught up. But yeah, no, I got to tell you, it really feels good from where I was and where I am now. And for any of you that are discouraged, maybe you're having some problems, you know, trying to adjust to the trucking, or, you know, you're kind of skittish about certain things. I don't know if I can do that. This is not quite what I thought. Don't despair. All right, don't despair. You can do it. Just don't give up on yourself, and give yourself a chance. And I think you'll be okay. And I'm here to help you folks. This is my thing right here. No, I don't mean the truck. This is kind of mine. I don't own it, but it's my home. Hey, no, anyway. When it comes to helping people out, this right here, video, YouTube, this is how I like to do it. I can reach out to more people this way. So, as far as helping you folks and giving you ideas and stuff, I hope the things that I'm doing here on this series will help you. Maybe get you to think of things that you didn't think about before. Maybe, things that I learned from some others that I can pass on that knowledge to you folks. And some of you folks out there have been helping me, giving me ideas. Hey, maybe you should try this. Oh, wow, I didn't know. And it's a two-way street. It really is. I mean, you got folks out there, you've been helping me, and the other way around. I mean, that's what makes our community KILR awesome, right? That's why we got an awesome community. It's a two-way street, or multiple from your side, one from my side. But yeah, I love you guys. You're just awesome. I hope one of these days I'll be able to meet you folks, shake your hand. So it's just my way of showing viewer appreciation, and I really do appreciate it. I'm getting all emotional. I'm like, and this is another episode of Shep Rambles. It's about anything and everything. Why? Because I ramble. You folks that have been with me for a while, you know about the Shep Ramble series, which I'm trying to bring back. You're like, that guy just talks a lot. Blah, 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 blah. But, I like to just kind of keep things a little down to earth for you folks. But, well, I've gone on for 21 minutes. Holy crap, that's like an episode all by itself. Oh, man. Can you imagine that? Just one episode of... Some people like tune out like 5 minutes into it. They're just like, get to the point. No, but it's great. I appreciate all you folks. You really are awesome. And that's the end of the episode. No, I'm kidding. Well, hello, mate. With as much as I've been talking, I'm gonna have to break this up into 5 parts or something. But that's gonna be the end for tonight, because I'm shutting down. I'm gonna work on some episodes. I gotta try to get some more out, but yeah. So tomorrow, I'm not sure if I'm going to go to the Richmond terminal or not. I'm going to call them and see if they've got the permit for the spotted lanternfly, because I just can't get a straight answer for that. So if they have it there, then we'll make a stop at the terminal, at the Swift terminal in Richmond. If they don't, we'll just go all the way to Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, and we'll do our drop. Did I mention that I'm almost out of hours for my weekly? Yeah, I've got like 10 hours left on my weekly 8-day clock. And I've been doing a lot of driving. I think a lot of this driving was done in 7 days, not 8. Which means there may be a day that I may not have any recap hours. So I may actually have to do a 34-hour reset. I'm not complaining. I can work on videos. Oh my goodness, he's still talking. Oh. Yeah, I haven't been home in 3 weeks. This is like the 3rd week. But there are some things that I want to accomplish before I head home. And I don't want to spoil it. But I think by the time I'm done, I think your folks will be excited about where I was and where I got to. So I'm thinking there's like a bump on my nose or something. I don't know. Maybe someone punched me, or I didn't realize it. So yeah, I may not be home until like a couple more weeks from now. So I might be out here for 5 weeks, but I'm proving a point. There's a reason why I'm doing this, and that's to prove a point. And it's not really so much to prove a point to you folks, because I know you believe in me and I know you have faith in me. It's to prove it to the driver team that that was putting me down. That was putting me down, and trying to lock me down with a ball and chain, and when I was struggling so much to get loose and soar like a Bonanza V35. And you flight simmers know why I'm saying that. That's the thing. It's like, let me go. Let me go. Let me do this. So, yeah, I've got some cool things planned. So I just need to get the loads to these areas and to accomplish it. But when I'm done, I'll take like 3 days off, 3 days of home time to be with my family. But it'll be worth it. It'll be worth it. When I finally get all this done and accomplished, it's like it's gonna come full circle. You've seen where I started when I went through the training, the struggles that I went through when I first started off being solo, and then where I wind up after that. So stick around. Stick around. It's gonna be fun. I think you'll enjoy it. Okay, it's morning. Glad I wasn't planning to take a shower here, because apparently none of them are working. So, if you remember from, what was it, like a mission or two ago, I had to come up with a different means of bathing. Well, you might be in that situation where you're like, okay, I got a chance to take a shower, and then like it's not working. So there are options. You don't have to sit there and use wipes and stuff like that. That's kind of like a last resort type of thing. But if you haven't watched it, go back and watch the previous episodes. Watch them all. Yeah. What are you doing skipping around? Go watch them all. Oh. So I wrote down all my hours, and I'm on the 7th day, and my weekly hours are almost gone. And I'm not going to get anything on the 8th day. It's 70 hours in an 8-day period. So we got to make that delivery today and go shut down for 34 hours. I'm not complaining. I need rest. I need a chance to just kind of recharge my batteries. Alright, but we're going to go ahead and get going. I don't think I'm going to go to the Richmond terminal. We're leaving a little bit later than what I had wanted. Not too much later, but still, we got a lot of ground to cover. So I just want to keep us on the road and keep us moving. Okay, we're here in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania at the Walmart Distribution Center. I'm just doing my initial get out and look. Well, I've already kind of backed into the spot, and now I'm doing my get out and look. Oh my goodness, I think I just need to pull back just a little bit more here. But yeah, I'm just about all the way in here. And, I'm not perfectly centered. All right, well, it's okay. Okay. I'm within the lines, okay. Okay. So, sorry there was no video on the drive here. I did go through Baltimore and Maryland and the tunnel and went around Wilmington. But I was just in a rush because I'm just running out of hours for my weekly and I just need to get this done and get somewhere to shut down. So, all right, I'm going to back this up, grab her empty, and we'll head out of here. Well, this is interesting. They sent a message saying, hey, there's empty trailers at your location. There's 3 of them. I'm looking around. There's like none. I mean, there's trailers, but there's not Swift trailers. I mean, there are Walmart trailers, XPO Logistics, Fulmer, Sam's Club. Here, let's get out and look. So you can see just Walmart trailers, Walmart. This is the area that they told me the empties would be. Well, Walmart, so it was like this area, and then up here past these trailers. Okay, so Yellow, Old Dominion, U.S. Express. These are all Walmarts there. There's one Schneider. Walmart. There's Schneiders over there. La Estes. I looked on the other side of that. There was nothing. You can see Werner. I don't know what that one is there, but Werner in the background. Yeah, I went all around and looked. And since I'm running out of hours, I did not want to drive around. So I put myself in off duty. I turned myself off and just got out and just started walking around to see if I could find an empty trailer. There is nothing. So yeah, I don't know. Fleet manager gave me a call and he was like, hey, you're trying to put in something in for your PTA, and I'm like, yeah, I'm trying to push it back. I can't put it all in there for the 34. So I'm trying to push it back so that way I can keep from getting another load until I get somewhere shut down, and then I can update my PTA. So that's pretty much it right there. So the game plan, I have 2 hours left on my weekly clock. It'll take 1 hour to get from here to the Jonestown Swift Terminal. That's the last resort. I'm going to try to find a Love's truck stop on the way there. But I figure head in the direction of my last resort, but if I can find a place to stop on the way, I will. So that's it for this episode. Where will I end up? I guess you're just gonna have to watch. I guess you're just gonna have to tune into the next episode. And if you want to get notified, well, you gotta click that notification button. Yeah, that bell. And you gotta subscribe. Why wouldn't you subscribe? Right? Of course you want to subscribe. You want to be part of our KILR community, don't you? Yeah. It's because it's KILR Awesome. And you know what? If you subscribe, my hair might actually look better, like it's combed or something. Right now it just looks like I woke up. It's not too far. That's not far from wrong, but that sounds bad. It sounds like, hey, you've been driving all this way, you better sleep. No, I don't know. No, literally it's just like I get up, so I have trouble trying to wake up sometimes, and I get up and just like, oh, okay, time to go, time to make the donuts. But yeah, subscribe. You know you want to. Leave comments, like button, all that other good stuff. You know what to do. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next episode. Have a KILR Awesome trucking day.